I am Alex Okwaro, and I'll be taking you through airfares and ticketing. That's a unit in travel and tourism, of which are specifically I'll be on level 2. And initially, we looked at the types of journeys we have, of which we looked at one way, and then we looked at return. Under return, we saw we have what you call round trip, and then we have circle trip, and then open journey. But today I want us to concentrate mostly on one way, of which you can see it is denoted by Oscar. You can see Oscar whiskey, meaning one way. So if you look at the board, you can be able to see the journey. So this is our journey. You can see we have Mike November Lima, which presents Manila. Then we have the carrier, Mike uniform. Then we have Shanghai, and then we have this sign. This sign will simply will show that this is what a no stopover point. Yeah, and if I say a no stopover point, it means the client stays in that city for less than for 24 or less than 24 hours. Then we have we have an airline. Then we have this city. This is Mumbai. Then we have Italia. That's an airline. Then it goes to Delhi. Delhi is also in India. Then we have carrier or airline again. Then we have Kabul, which is in Afghanistan. Yeah. So if you look at this journey, we have the origin. This is our origin, and then this is our destination. Then we have this. These are what you call the via points. So it has three via points. And then how do you know that this is a one way? If you look at this journey, the origin and destination are in different what? Can you find that Manila is in Philippines, and then if you come to Kabul is in Afghanistan. So it qualifies as a one way, yeah. Then we have what you call the TPMs. TPMs in full means ticketed point mileage, or what do you mean by TPMs? Those are what you call accumulated what mileages. Um, so like TPMs, to get the TPMs, we shall go to the online PAT so that we are able to get the what the TPMs, and then the class of service here we have been given a business because you must indicate the class of service, whether it's economic class, whether it's business. So the client has to tell you which class he wishes to travel in. Yeah? So like in this case, the client has chosen what business class. So when we are quoting the fare, we shall quote the fare for what business class. So we want to go to the what to the we want to look at the online PAT and see how we get the what. Yeah? Now, if you look at the online PAT, you can see we have fares, we have FTC decodes, we have IATA rates of exchange, we have fare rules, ticketed points, mileage, carrier routing, all these. Yeah. But we are interested in what ticketed points. So you come and click here. There, yeah. So you can see we have ticketed point mileages. So if you go back to our journey, we shall have to enter here because we are looking for TPMs from Manila. So you put your Manila, there it is, and then you come to Shanghai. So there we have our Shanghai. Then you click. Now you can see these are the TPMs from Manila to Shanghai. You can see they are 11. That's 1150, 52. So we shall have 1152. Then we have the next one is Mumbai. So you put your Mumbai there. Then you click there. We have our Mumbai. Then we have so our Mumbai is from Shanghai to Mumbai is 3141, and then we have Delhi. So you put your Delhi there. You click on Delhi. You can see now Delhi is here. 708 Eastern Hemisphere. Then finally we have Kabul. So you put your Kabul. Then you come and click on Kabul. So you find that from Delhi to Kabul is 623. So those are how we get the the TPMs. So let us look at what. So let us go and see. Now we have our TPMs. We have 1152, that's Manila to Shanghai. Then we have Shanghai to Mumbai, that's 3141. EH stands for Eastern Hemisphere because you have to indicate the global indicator. Then we have Mumbai to Delhi, which is 708 Eastern Hemisphere. Then you have Delhi to Kabul, which is 623. So those are our TPMs. Yeah. So I want us to go to the steps. So these are the steps that we shall apply, and it applies. It is universal. Yeah. So like here we have what you call F. That's Foxtrot, Charlie, Papa. That's the first step. And this one here basically means fair construction point. Yeah. So if you look at this journey, we have Manila. Manila is our origin. So we write Manila, and then we shall pick the destination, which is Kabul. So we shall write our Kabul there. So that's our fair construction point. Yeah. Then we have the second step known as NUC. NUC in full stands for Neutral Unit of Construction, and that is the standard method or way we quote the fares when we are calculating before we convert to NCF. So if you look at if we come to NUC, then again we shall go back to the online PhD so that we are able to quote the business class fare for Manila to Kabul, and it should be what? It should be a one-way. So let us go to the online. So we shall have to enter. We have Manila. So here we come to the fare because the other time was at ticketed point. Now we are looking at the fare. So you insert Manila. Then you look at the destination, which is Kabul. You put your Kabul here. So you have Kabul. Here it is. And then you come and search. So those are the fares. But you realize this is a one-way. So because it's a one-way, like if you look at this, we have the fare basis. We have the type of journey, whether it's one-way or return. We have fare type code. We have the local currency. We have the NUC. And I told you we shall be quoting what NUC because it's the standardized method of quoting the fares. And then you have the carrier code. Like we have YY or Yankee stands for industry. If I say industry, it means any airline can quote that fare. But if it was an airline, then for example, if it was KQ, then it could be, it means that that fare is for Kenya Airways. Yeah? And then you shall have the rule, because the rule will govern the fare. And then we have the global indicator. We have to indicate which routing it applies. So in this case, it's an Eastern Hemisphere routing. Yeah. So let us look at the fare. It was business class. Y stands for economy. This one here is business class. This is first class. So we are interested in business class. Yeah. But specifically, which type of journey? One way. So you come here and quote OW one way. The fare type code is business and restricted. And restricted means it doesn't have many restrictions. Yeah. So you come here, we shall not quote the local currency, but we shall quote the NUC. So you find that our NUC will be 21, 26.00. So this is the fare we are quoting. And then you realize our rule. We have Yankee 277. So this is our rule. So before we go to the rule, so let us go to the what? Let us write the fare first here. Let us write the fare first on the board and then you go to the rule. So we have, you remember our NUC was C standing for business class. Then we have India Foxtrot. Yeah? India Foxtrot means it's an IATA flex fare. If I say IATA flex fare, it means it's an industry fare. So the amount was 2126.00. So that's our fare. And you realize this is a one way, yeah? So you can as well write here OW to show that it's a one way. But if you know how to identify a one way, then there's no need, yeah? And then you have our rule. So our rule here was Yankee 277. So in other words, this rule will govern this fare. For you to quote this fare, we have to go through the what? The rules and confirm whether they comply with the what? With the fare. So let us go to the what? To the rule and check whether they comply. Now you have the rule. So for the rule, we shall come and click. We shall come here and we click on the rule, which is Yankee 277. So there we are. And then you look at the application. Here we are told that first intermediate or business economy class fares between Southeast Asia and South Asian subcontinent. Yeah. So if you look at our origin and destination, we find that Manila is in Southeast Asia, and then Kabul, which is in Afghanistan, is found in South Asian subcontinent. So under application, you can see, and then it's in what? Either intermediate or business class, meaning our fare will qualify because it's what? Business class, and then it's between the specified sub areas, yeah? So we have application, yeah? So if you look at application, we have 0. So under application, we have first class, just a minute. So if you look at this rule, you remember what I've just said here. I said we have the application, which is paragraph 0. So under application, we have first, intermediate, business. You can see economy class, normal fares between Southeast Asia and South Asian subcontinent. So our itinerary or our class of service is what? Business. Here it is. And then if you look at the origin, Manila. You remember I told you Manila was in what? Southeast Asia. Manila, Philippines. And then Kabul. Kabul is found in South Asian subcontinent. Yeah? So you realize this fare qualifies as per the rule. So that's how we look at it. So let us go to the next step. Yeah. Now our next step is MPMs. And I told you MPMs means what? Maximum permitted mileage. So our MPM, we shall look at the GI. GI means global indicator. So our global indicator is Echo Hotel, meaning Eastern Hemisphere. This routing is within what? Eastern Hemisphere. And then we shall look at TPMs as our next step. But let us go back and look at the MPMs from the online, and then we shall go to the the TPM. So if you look at this, we have Manila. So we shall put our origin. Then you come and put your destination. That is Kabul. There we are. So you click. So you come and look for MPMs. MPMs are found here, and the global indicator, you can see Eastern Hemisphere. So you come here, we take our one way, you come with this line up to here. So you find that our MPM is what? 43.95. So let us write that, 43.95. So our MPM is Eastern Hemisphere, which is 43.95, yeah? So those are the maximum permitted mileages, meaning those are the mileages the client should cover. Those are the actual, let me say the actual what mileages, because TPMs are the accumulated, yeah? Now, if you go to TPMs, ticketed point mileage, what I mean is now we shall have to add this, all this. We shall have to add this, for example, 1152 plus 3141. This one is 3, we have 9, we have 2, we have 4, So we have already had this. Then you add what? 708. This one. So this one is 11. Carrying 110. Carrying 110. We have our 5. This plus. Then you come to 623. You again add. We have 4. We have 2. We have 6. We have 56. So this is our total what? TPM. So you come here and write 56, 24. Then you go to the next step here, which is known as EMA. And EMA in full means what? Excess mileage allowance. So if I say allowance, it means it's like a bonus, yeah? A bonus. So we want to look at how we get the EMA. And we look for EMA when the TPMs are more than what? NPMs, yeah? So in this case, 5624 is more than 4395. So let us go to that step and look. Let us go to the online. Then when it comes to EMA now it will depend. You'll have to look at the origin and destination. For example, this table here, because our Manila is in area 3, Kabul, Afghanistan is also in area 3. So you'll come to the tables and look for area 3, like this one here is area 3, EMA. Because like if the origin was in level, in area 1, and the destination level, TC2, then you could have done what? You could have looked at what 1 and 2. But because the origin and destination are in the same area TC3, so we come to area 3 EMA. So like here we have between and this is what we look at first. So if you look at between, they say area 3, except when travel is only within Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Pakistan, India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. That's the exception, but you realize Manila is not part of this year. And a point in area 3. So you realize Kabul is in area 3. So between and will qualify as per our itinerary, but most importantly, look at the via point here. So like here, we are told via both Mumbai and Delhi, or both Istanbul and. So if you look at our itinerary, you can see we have Mumbai and we have what? Delhi. So it means this itinerary or fare will qualify for what? EMA. And how do we go about? You can see we have what you call the TPM deduction. So we shall have to deduct 700. 700 means it's like a bonus. You've been given 700 free miles. So let us go back and see how we calculate using the 700. So we have EMA. So our EMA will be, we shall write negative what? 700 there. And then you go to EMS. And see there, what we shall do is we shall minus 700 from the TPM, because we realize the TPMs are more than NPM. So we shall have 56, 24 minus 700, which gives us 49, 24. So we shall come here and write in brackets 49, 24. And then we can as well cross this so that it doesn't confuse here. So we shall be using this. So if you compare again the new TPMs and the NPMs, you find that the TPMs are still more. These are still more than this one here. So what do we do? So let us look at the EMS. EMS here means excess mileage what surcharge. If I say excess mileage surcharge, what do I mean? Because this client has gone more miles than what is expected, we have to surcharge the client. Surcharging means there's a percentage we shall get from the two, so that we work with it on the fare and we tell the client to pay that percentage on top of the fare that was quoted initially. So let us look at the online again, so that we see how we get the EMS. But instead of the online, let me just give you the scale. Yeah. So when it comes to EMS, what we do is you divide the 4924, we divide by 4395, so that you get the what? You get the so we are getting a 1.12036, because here they have to be up to 5 decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is okay. Now what we do, you will be given an EMS table, of which we are told between, it will be between 1.00000, they are supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to 1.0500, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one here will be 5%. Then we have 1.05000 to 1.10000 will give us 10%. Then we have 1.10000 to 1.15000 will give us 15%. Then we have 1.15000 to 1.2000 will give us 20%. Then finally we have 1.20000 to 1.25000 will give us what? 25%. So this is how we get the percentage. Yeah? So if you come back to this, if you look at this figure, where does it fall? Because we are told between. So you realize 1.12, let us say, will fall under this one, because it's between 1.10 to 1.15. So we shall charge what? 15%, of which we shall come here and write what? 15, but we don't write the percentage, we write what? M, meaning its own mileage. Yeah? So let us go to the next step again. The next step is we have what you call the heap. Heap means higher intermediate point fare. So if I say a heap, we want to look at any fare that is greater or more than the origin or destination, and we have a formula on how to do that. Yeah? So let us look at the formula, how to get the heap. So getting heap, we shall have origin to intermediate. We start from origin to intermediate. So if you go to the journey, our origin is Manila, then we go to what? To the intermediate, which is Mumbai. I'm writing, I'm not writing Shanghai. Why? Because this is no stopover point there. So if it's not a stopover, you don't apply it on what? On the heap. Yeah. So do you have any other? Yeah, we have another one from origin Manila to Delhi. Then we shall have intermediates. We shall go to intermediates to intermediates. So our intermediate, we have Mumbai to Delhi. You can see this intermediate. And then we have intermediate to destination. So we have, sorry, let me write it somewhere here. Intermediate to destination. So let me write it here. Intermediate to intermediate, which is Mumbai to Delhi. Then we shall have intermediate to let us look at this one here first. Then we shall come to the other one. So let us go. Now, when we come to it, we have we start by looking at origin to intermediate. So our origin here is Manila. So there it is. And then we have our intermediate is Mumbai. We click on Mumbai and then search. So those are the pairs. So our class was business one way. So you come here and click on NUC, which is 1874. That's NUC .00. And then the rule is still Yangi 277, and then we go to the next. The other intermediate was Delhi. So you put your Delhi there, you click on Delhi, then you search. So Delhi is bringing us what to come here one way. Delhi is giving us that is 1772.00. Then the rule remains the same. So we are through with all the intermediate. Now we go to intermediates. So under intermediate, we shall it will only apply to stopover points. So we have Mumbai to Delhi. So if you search, there are no results. The reason is Mumbai and Delhi are in the same country. Yeah? So that's why we don't have yes, it's domestic, it's not international. Yeah? Then now we go to the last one, which is intermediate destination. So we have our intermediate there, we shall use Mumbai. So Mumbai is there. And then our destination, we have Kabul. So we have our Kabul there. There we have, then you search. Again, we are told no results, yeah? Meaning there's no flight that operates between Mumbai and Kabul. So here we put what Delhi, because we have Delhi. That is intermediate to destination. You come and search. Here you can see we have flights between Delhi and Kabul. So you can see. So you come here and look at the class of service. We have one way. We come and put 2046.24. Then the rule is 290. So there the rule has changed. So we come and do it. So let us write that as our. Let us look at our heap. We write the heap. Now, as you can see, we have what Manila, Mumbai, NEC 1874.00. Manila to Delhi 1772.00. Then you have Delhi to Kabul. So what we do is that if you look at this, our origin to destination was 2126.00. So you want to look at these fares and check whether we have a higher fare than the original. So if you look at 1874 is less than 2126, so it's not a heap. The other one, 1772, is not a heap. And then if you come to 2046.24 is not a heap. So in other words, the heap is what? The heap is a nil. So that's how it is. The heap will be nil. So let us now we go to rule. Now we have our rule. So our rule will be not applicable. Why? Because we don't have a heap, yeah? Because the rule will govern the heap. And then we go to AF. AF means applicable fare. So you want to look at the sum of all the steps. So like here, our AF, because we don't have a heap, we shall use this. We shall use our fare, which will be 2126.00. But to realize, we have what? A surcharge. We are supposed to surcharge these clients. And when it comes now to surcharge, if we come to surcharge, now we have a formula. So we shall have our 15. We are looking for 15% of this. So we shall have over 100 times 2126 plus 2126.00. That's how it's supposed to be done. So that when you calculate, so we have 15 over 100. You can see times the fare. That's the NUC. Again plus the fare. So if you add, this is what we are getting. Yeah? So this is our applicable fare. We have surcharged by 15. Yeah? And then now we go to the next step. Because this is our applicable fare, it will remain, it will be the total. Yeah? So let us go to IATA rate of exchange because we need to convert the NUC. This is not a fare. So we need to get a fare. And to get the local fare, the LCF, we have to look for what? IATA rate of exchange, and that one is found on the what? On the online, yeah? So let us look at the online exchange. You click on IATA rate of exchange, then you come here again, you click on ROE. There we are. Then now we shall be specific here. This is the list of these are the list of the countries, but we are interested in what the origin, which is the Philippines. So you simply write Philippines. So you click on that. Then search here we have. So here we have two. We have two Philippines. You can see here. We have this one here USD, and then we have plus Philippines. So to differentiate this one here simply means if you come across a plus, it means it's a soft currency. A soft currency means it can only apply domestically within the country. But if you are quoting what international affairs, like you can see, these are international what journey. So we shall come and quote what USD. So if you look at here from NUC, because we are quoting from what NUC to LCF, you come. You can see this column here from NUC. You come here. You can see it is a 1.00. So our IATA rate of exchange is what? 1.000. But you come here and look for what? Local currency pair. This one here means to hire one. How many decimal places? 2 decimal places. But we have not 5 here. So if you click on not 5, let us see what not 5 tells us. Not 5 is the rounding of fares and other charges shall be to the nearest rounding. So this one here will change from higher to the nearest. Yeah. So let us see how we do this. So we have our rate of exchange is 1.00. So our LCF, you write your LCF. Our LCF will be USD. So we shall have to multiply 244.90 times 1.00, which will give us USD 444.90 to the, remember this was to the nearest 2 decimal places, which gives us USD 24.45. You remember this because 1 divided by 2 equals to 0.5. So if we put 0.5 here, this one here will affect this, so it will be that point. How many decimal places? 0, 0. So the fact that this is what you tell the client to pay. So that's our base fare. That is, it doesn't include the taxes. That's only the fare. So taxes we shall come to it later on. Later on, so when we shall look at the what. So you can see here it is here it is. So that's our total. Because I was explaining this is more than one, so this will affect this, so we come to this. So I want us to go to the what? To the linear arrangements, so that you see how we do it in the what? When you are creating the linear. So let us look at the linear. Now we want to look at the linear arrangement. So for the linear, we shall have Manila, then we have the carrier, then we have no stopover in Shanghai, then we have the carrier, the airline Air India, then we have Echo slash, that is E stands for EMA, and this one here, it was specifically in where? Both Mumbai, so I'll put my Mumbai here, and then I'll write what's Air India again, then I write Echo, we have again, because it was via both Mumbai and Delhi, then I write the what? The airline again, then we have Kabul here, that's the end of it here. And then the formula for getting this, we have what? We always start by EMA, we have EMS, we have WEED, we have AF, we have total, we have IATA rate of exchange. This is the formula. So we want to start by EMA. So you remember, EMA is already there. EMA. So you have looked at the EMA, but you don't write the amount. That's how we indicate.
And if EMA is via any, if it's via any city, then the city is presented by this. But this one was specifically via both what Mumbai and Delhi. Then here we come to EMS, yeah, because of space I'm right here. So EMS, we have what EMS means what. That's mileage. Yeah? If there's any such and so here we had 15. So you write 15 what 15M. So we are through with that. And then heap. Here we didn't have any heap, so we don't indicate anything. Then you go to AF. Our AF remembers this. Yeah, after something. So our AF will be 2444.90. That is NUC. Should be NUC. Yeah? But you don't write NUC here. Then we go to total. Now total you have to write NUC first. There's a difference. So our total here is what? 24. That is 4.90. So this is our total. So we are through with this. And then you write what? And then we have ROE. We don't write an I here, so it is just ROE. So our ROE, I had a rate of mention was 1.00. So that's what we call our linear our linear arrangements or calculation. So that if you're working in the industry and you want to convert to LCF, you will take this, you multiply by this to get the what? US dollar. Because of the linear, we don't indicate the what? LCF, yeah? So that's all. Our next topic will be on return, but I think we can stop there. So let us